What's happening, people? You are through to the Combat Show, and I'm your host, Ola. Right, just coming out with a quick recap of UFC Vegas 32. UFC Vegas 32 was crazy. It was absolutely bonkers. Some brilliant fights in there, and just wanted to fly through some interesting fights on the card and what it means for what some of the bouts that took place, what it meant for the fighters. And let's take a quick look at the prelims. I'm just going to fly right through the prelims. Really good win for Diana Belbita against Anna Goldie. A good win for Sijara Eubanks. She came up with a big win as well against Ellis Reed. Big win. Andre Ewell and Julia Ars. Julia Ars came up with a big win. Mickey Go on wins by rear naked choke against Jordan Williams. Ian Heinisch, that's one that really surprised me. But Iman, Imamov actually put some real good work on him. And Puna Soriano against Brendan Aller, that's a good one. Brilliant fight. Um, yeah, salute to everyone that's rolling in right now. All of you guys, big up to you. You guys, as you're coming in, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, share button, all of that good stuff. Do that for us. But yeah, fantastic card uh for UFC Vegas 32. Um just gonna fly on to the main card real quick. The main card uh opener was none other than Mr. Adrian Yanez. I've been pretty high on this brother, like right from the get go. Been pretty high on this brother, and I have to say, in the first round, Randy Costa was lighting him up. He was getting lit up by Randy Costa. Randy Costa put some work on him. A really good fight. And say about 4 minutes into the first round, um, Adrian Yanez started turning the tide. He turned the tide on him, and he just put some. I was so impressed, so impressed with Adrian Yanez. He came with. He had to dig deep, but having listening to his post fight interview, he came up and said, "Look, I was worried about the head kicks, and with some of my head movements, if I did that enough, it might have caught me with a head kick. But Randy Costa was throwing a lot of head kicks, anyways, you know. But this brother was laser focused in the second round. Came out in the second round, and he just started putting the work on Randy Costa. He just started walking him down. He was landing loads of shots, big combos on this brother here. Really impressed with him, and yeah, he's a fantastic prospect, as Diego says here. Brilliant prospect. I've been high on him for some time, and I'm just glad. Like I said in my last video, win, lose or draw, once you watch Adrian Yanez, he's gonna make a fan out of you. You're gonna love the way he fights. He's so good. He's one of, for me, in the bantamweight division, he's got one of the best hands down there. It's definitely got a little work to, he's got a little work to do. And he knows it. You know what I mean? I've been on his page today, and even though he won the fight of the night bonus, he's taking it like he lost, and that's how much he criticizes himself. Um, it really is one of his own. Well, is his own worst critic. Put it like that, But the jab was crazy from Randy Costa. He was lighting him up. At first, I thought his nose was broken, but thank God. Like I said, been on his page, he said his nose is not broken. Everything is cool. He's just waiting for doctor's clearance so he can get right back in the gym and start working on stuff. I mean, the judges were I don't know what they were on, but them judges scared the life out of me, man. Especially in this next fight that we are about to talk about. This next fight, Miranda Maverick against Macy Barber. I mean, the judges, they scared the life out of me. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I mean, Maverick put it on Macy Barber. He worked out. I mean, she worked out so hard. I personally give the first couple rounds to make to Maverick, but I don't know what the judges were smoking. I mean, Miranda even took her down, and for some reason they still gave her the win. It was crazy. Even DC was losing his mind. But to be fair to Macy Barber, she's not the judge, and she's definitely she's definitely put herself through adversity, and like she said in that picture, that in that thing that I just put up just now, in the picture I've just put up just now, I feel like adversity has always been a part of my story, and that was what this fight was. Really, this fight, she faced adversity in this fight, and eventually, like they always say, do not leave it in the hands of the judges. um you don't leave it in the hands of the judges, and this is what happened. you know um I'm just gonna go to Dante's comment here. He says, "Wow, I thought maybe Macy got round three, but never did enough to win the fight." Exactly how I felt. Maybe round three for Macy. I had Maverick winning both round one and two. Um, I don't know what happened there with the judges. Diego says here, my heart wanted Macy to win, but Miranda should definitely have got the decision. She should have definitely got a hands race. But she's taking it gracefully. She's taking it graciously, and she should be back better than before. She felt she didn't do enough to win the fight, and ultimately, that's what happened. She even though everybody else thought she did enough to win the fight, but Miranda Maverick had to look at herself and say, you know what, I let it go to the judges. I'm the one that put myself in this situation. I didn't do enough in the third round to really claim it. And that's what she said in her post. And she's going to, just take the loss graciously. A lot of people were campaigning for her to appeal the decision, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. But fair play to Maverick for accepting it the way she has, and we see what's next for Macy Barber. Now let's talk about this guy right here, the damage. Darren Elkins. Um, I mean, the way Darren Elkins came in. Look, Derek Mina. I kind of felt sorry for him, but he should have known the script. He should have known what he was coming to fight against. And Darren Elkins ain't one of those guys that you just go in there and start attacking in a way where you think, yeah, I'm going to submit him right now. This guy is a submission artist. I mean, there's not many people that's been able to submit Darren Elkins. I mean, the guy is a savage. At 37 years old, to do what he just did against Derek Miner, I thought it was very, very impressive. I mean, he just made that brother lose all his energy, drained out his energy, drained his arms out, and then he just turned it on him. He turned it on him real mad. Dante says, I love watching Elkins, never boring. Diego also says Elkins is a beast. I mean, that brother was a beast. He came with bad intentions right at the end there, and yeah, salute to him. Eventually, he got that finish. He got that finish he was looking for. I wasn't expecting it, not the way it happened, but as the fight went along, and even listening to them commentators, it's almost like people never learn. They don't learn. They keep trying to submit this guy, and you can't do it. You drain yourself. He knew that the man couldn't submit him. He ended up draining himself out in the first round, and Darren Elkins took the second. He took the win in the second round. Now moving on to the co-main, as we know, the co-main was a fight of the night. I mean, the co-main was crazy. The co-main was crazy. Bear with me. Right. Right. The co-main event was crazy. Kyla Phillips, the Matrix versus Piver. I mean, Piver is one of those guys that used to. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, is in Uriah Faber's camp, and Kyler Phillips dropped him in the first round. I thought Kyler Phillips was going to win it. I thought he had him. I thought it was, I thought he did. I thought he did enough to like shut his lights out in the first round. That brother hung in there, and what a fight! What a fight from those guys. Those guys are phenomenal. They put everything together between both of them. Uh, very, very impressive bout. And congratulations to those guys. They both won £50,000. I mean, $50,000. Big, 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 big win for Piver, because no, it wasn't the favorite coming into this fight. It wasn't the favorite at all coming into this fight. But big, 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 big win for him. Just while I'm on the subject of bonuses, the two other bonuses that went out on the night went to Darren Elkins, the Beast. It came up for $50,000 as well. Big, 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 big bonus for him. That's extra bonus right there for his purse. And my guy, Adrian Yanez, another one for the books. I knew this guy was gonna get performance of the night. I called it in the prediction show. Always delivers. Always, always, always delivers. Shout out to my boy Adrian Yanez. Big, big win for him. Now, another guy that I used to root for. I used to root for him. And that is Mr. TJ Dillashaw. Killishaw. Yeah. He came up with the goods, man. I mean, this fight was mad. I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. Um, in the first round, TJ was in there with Cory. It's almost like a filling out process, but they engaged. You know what I mean? They didn't hold back. The leg kicks, the combination was moving. It's like TJ never really left, and then all of a sudden they tangled up, and Cory had a leg lock. He had this leg lock on TJ, and the leg lock, I mean, it popped TJ's knee. And I thought, oh, this could be it. This could be it. We've seen we've seen crazy shit. And then next thing, second round pops in. TJ walks into this jab that opens it up. But I gave TJ the first round. Second round, walks into the jab. The jab opens him right up. Nick Diaz style. The blood was falling out. Blood was drooling out of his face. It was mad. And then next thing, for oh God, you know what? 1-1 going into the third. Third comes in. TJ takes that. He puts in the work. I thought the way I saw it, TJ he has to come with some fight IQ. He had to. And the fight IQ was controlling the cage, cutting off the octagon, engaging in some octagon control, grabbing in some clinches and trying to take him down. And he was doing all of those, and you got to give it to the cut man. Yeah, Diego said it right there. That cut was deep. The cut man you got to give this big, big shout out to the cut man. The cut man did a phenomenal job looking after that cut. Fourth round, I gave it to Sandhagen. It was 2-2 going into the fifth, the way I was watching it. And man, oh man, these guys, they put everything on the line. It was almost like a title fight. When you look at it, it was almost like a title fight. They left everything in the octagon. Both of these guys, salute to them. They put everything on the line, and you couldn't ask for a better main event, to be honest. I mean, for a fight night, it was a fantastic main event by both of those guys. And TJ, TJ came back, man. TJ came back. He did his thing, and I gotta tell you, Diego says plenty of Vaseline in the cut. Yeah. Dante says he gave Cory round one. Yeah, I mean, it's by the by because it actually popped the leg, but you gotta look at the work that TJ has actually done before that knee was popped. So that's why I gave TJ that's why I gave him the first round, because of the work he'd done up onto the leg lock. Um, but yeah, those two guys, they let you know they put the work in. They put the work in, man. I'm telling you. And a lot of TJ fans you know, personally, they're gonna be coming from under the rocks now, man. And yay, you know what? I'm gonna be one of them, man. You know what I mean? I've always liked this brother. The EPO he got in front of it, he came out, he put his hands up and said, "Listen, I fucked up. I fucked up." You know, but you know, I'm not gonna carry on paying for it for the rest of my life. I've done my time. I'm not gonna do it again. And to come out and not even get a tune-up fight and take this fight, this is a title caliber fight, you know. I mean, if these two were fighting for the title, I wouldn't be opposed to it. And I thought that's what we saw on the weekend. So big up to both of those guys. Salute to them. Um, so I mean, what does this mean for the bantamweight division now? Because we got Aljo still in there, and he's got to come out. He's got to come out of retirement or injury or surgery, whatever is got going on with him, and fight Peter Yan. I think that fight has been booked for October. So once that's done, we'll see the landscape of that division again. It's going to be interesting what happens with you know at the 135 division. But for me, Dante says here, as long as he's clean when he fights, he is good with me, and that's how I feel about it as well. You know, as long as he's clean when he fights, as long as he's not a repeat offender, he's learned from his lessons. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, we're all human beings. Everybody makes mistakes, and you know, he made one. He got in front of it. He put his hands up, and you know, he's back. He served his time. He's back. He's clean, and everything looks good. And he's gone and done a good work against someone like Cory Sandhagen, someone with the quality of Cory Sandhagen. Fantastic win from those guys. So the landscape, like I said, of the 1-3 of the bantamweight division is very interesting. We're definitely going to be keeping an eye on it. One fight that I definitely want to see next, that I'm going to be pushing for, is this guy right here against this guy right here, Sugar Sean O'Malley. We're actually running a hashtag on Twitter right now. Give Yenes some sugar. Hashtag give Yenes some sugar. Yeah, we're running that right now. We're trying to put that fight together. This man really appreciated MMA Twitter and social media, paid so much respect to his fans that worked with him, building into the fight. So you know, that's the fight that I definitely want to see next. Um, just before I wrap up, I just wanted to touch on a fight that happened this weekend in the world of boxing. Carlos Takam, I mean, Carlos Takam versus Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce stopping Takam in the 6th round. Uh, greasy fight, but in the end, Joe Joyce found a way to stop him. And when he did and got his arms raised, he cut a promo, and you got to shoot your shot. You got to shoot your shot. And he's called out for the winner of AJ versus Usyk. And that fight is scheduled for September 25th of September, I believe. Both sides are actually finalizing the camp. I mean, they've actually both camps are finally they're finalizing the contracts, and hopefully we'll get to see this fight on the 25th. Personally, I don't see Joe Joyce getting the winner of these two, especially if AJ wins, because there's still that big fight with AJ and Tyson Fury to come off once those two are done with with this very fight that's coming to play. But salute to those guys. Those guys actually put you know Carlos Takam and Joe Joyce. They put on the show, and Joe Joyce won by stoppage. So that's all of it. That's our weekend roundup. I hope I've been able to bring you um, some of the news and information that you're looking for. Please, if you're new around here, subscribe, like, share, get our thing out there, get us out there. We rely on you guys to actually put in to get us out there and get us growing. We rely on it so much, and you guys have been showing us so much love, been showing us um, so much loyalty, staying with us all the time. Big up to you lot, and until then, hasta la vista, salute.